Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Who am I but I'm Dre Mac? Came into the game just to spit facts. Into the space that I'm in. They call me Bobby Drake cause I'm cold with the pen. I run no diamonds but I feel shine. You can dig me cause my boy's mine. My tracks flame like a Dalude. I orange blood on my tongue, thinking it's a warm blue. I'ma throw with a gas leak. Camouflage in the mist, but you smell me. One spark, then I bet you I'ma blow up. Then throw my name around, get stupid, then you go dumb. No rest for the weary. A versus thinking in his man, but you can't see me. You rather drink than go pull up. I'm drinking knife through the game, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. I came to eat at the a la carte. Got stripped of a bear, come me brainstorm. Then I come together like a Voltron. Then I pour another plank to use the second kind. Straight weapons to the streets like Cobra. 80s they can float it like up in the storage and I'm E-man. Up, down, down, then I'm cheap. You a beast, man. I take a beat in. Ninja Turtle rap, Turtle Clans get defeated. High in my ride, you can call me Night Rider. You can never stop me, cause I'm a guy bomb. Bad attitude like a rocket, my whole to the A, and I bet you can stop us. LL bad when I go and show up. You can hear the haters in the back. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Who am I but I'm Dre Mac? Came into the game just to spit facts. Into the space that I'm in. They call me Bobby Drake cause I'm cold with the pen. I run no diamonds but I feel shine. You can dig me cause my boy's mine. My tracks flame like a Dalude. I orange blood on my tongue, thinking it's a warm blue. I'ma throw with a gas leak. Camouflage in the mist, but you smell me. One spark, then I bet you I'ma blow up. Then throw my name around, get stupid, then you go dumb. No rest for the weary. A versus thinking in his man, but you can't see me.
What's up? What's up? What's up? Sorry, y'all. I was having audio issues. I couldn't hear nothing in my headphones, but I am good now. Hopefully you guys are good. We're this Christmas Eve in Hollis, Queens. Mama's cooking chicken and collard greens. And if you old enough, you know what I'm talking about. But today's video is going to be a reaction video. My man Torian, Rain Reloaded, and a couple other people sent me a video that they wanted me to be able to react to, and is a video asking, basically saying that Marvel has a problem with black actors. Now, I've already told you guys my perspective as far as what they do to black talent. It's pretty evident of how they treat black talent is all I'm saying. So I don't know why that This is now gone. What I was looking for, but now I'm trying to re-find it again. But that's what basically what we're gonna talk about today. We're gonna do a reaction video to this as soon as I can be able to find it and get it to you guys. But hopefully you guys are happy. Hopefully you guys are healthy. Shout out to my man Heavy Gan over at the Heavy Gan channel. You already know what we do around here, though. The real question, oh no, wait a minute. The real question is, all right, all right, all right, all right, all right. I am slow. Um, yeah, this video is called Dizzy's Problems with Black Men. This is what we're gonna talk about. This is what we're gonna talk about today. It is a pretty lengthy video, so we're gonna go over all of it today. Like I said, shout out to Torian and well, there's a couple other people. I think Grace sent me that somebody else did. I can't think offhand, but thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. You know what I mean? For sending me this, but I am live today. Ain't no video today, even though the video did get pushed from the Birdman yesterday, and I was like reading, you know, it's funny how things come full circle. So I didn't know that that was the Birdman's video until I start seeing that he's been using that Blanca picture forever. So I'm looking at it and I'm like, why does this look familiar? And I'm sitting there, I'm watching this. Like literally, I did not watch his Eyes of God's Truth. I did not watch that before I reacted. That was a natural reaction, just like with this. This is a complete natural reaction. You get my actual thoughts at real time. So while I'm recording it, I'm looking. I'm like, yo, that's Bourbon. I was like, yo, did me and him go back and forth in his comment section? And I went and Googled. I went into my email and just put in his name to see if his YouTube thing with March of 2019. Me and him was going back at it over Flat Earth. And it was funny because sometimes it's kind of good to go back and look at like just your thought process or how you react to certain things of the way you would do it now. And it was a friendly conversation, you know what I mean? It wasn't like, I hate you or whatever, nothing like that. But he was going through everything is what's wrong with cinema sins. You know what I mean? So that was his angle, and I liked it. It was, I think it was like the Godzilla video, or it's like Godzilla King of the Monsters video. Me and him was literally going back and forth about whatever it was something. I don't know. It was stupid, but I never had any disrespect for the brother. Like I like opinions, man. I don't. You got a different opinion than I do. You got a different religion view than I do. You have a different view on sexuality than I do. Okay, that's what makes us unique. It makes us different. You know what I mean? And I'm willing to, look at somebody's differences or whatever and don't trip off of it. It's their differences. Okay, that's what makes that person unique. So it was good to go back and actually see kind of like where was I at? Where was he at? You know what I mean? And everything. And shout out to that brother. You know what I'm saying? Still doing this thing on YouTube. He's been on YouTube for a minute. Like I literally and I might do this. I might do this later on. We didn't have Blurred AF. I was tired. I had a medical procedure. I had to go to the hospital. That I've been planning for like 3 months before this procedure. So I'm good. So don't trip. I'm straight. And so when I got home, I was extremely tired, like extremely tired. And I went to sleep. So that's why we didn't have Blurred AF yesterday. But shout out to Blue. Blue reached out to me like, yo, bro, what we doing today? And I'm like, man, go shopping. Just go with your family. Go shopping. It's Christmas time in Hollis, Queens. Mama's cooking chicken and collard greens. Go have fun with your family. So, that's the reason why we didn't have Blurred AF. But I think I might do something tonight. It just depends. because I kind of want to show you the first. I kind of want to react to the first video that I ever did. You know what I mean? What up, Mo? What's good? I would get to y'all in the comments, man. But again, this whole thing with StreamYard, count your days, StreamYard. Count your flipping days, StreamYard, because y'all about to be done. I'm about to be done with y'all. I swear, I'm about to be done. I could even hear my audio this morning. But anyway, who's all in the house? I need to shave. And I was looking at my video. I should have brushed my teeth. I came off of work. I was eating. I was like, let me knock out these videos before I go to sleep. I worked like 70 hours last week. 60 plus hours last week. A brother was tired. A brother was repairing. You know what I mean? In my repair booth, doing my thing with vehicles and stuff like that. That's what I do. And a brother was wore out. Like, I'm not even gonna hold you. I was tired. But hey, Roberta, good morning, good morning, good morning. Roberta, why is this the color that it is? But anyway, I don't care. Hey, Priscilla, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Like I said, in 2025, there's going to be a whole bunch of things that's changing. I'm going to talk about that next week on next Monday before New Year's. Just everything that's going to change. And like I said, StreamYard got it. Yeah, StreamYard is one of them. What up, Torian? The video did yesterday got some traffic. It's still hitting. It's still hitting it. And that's the thing about videos over live streams. Anytime that you do, if you know, the rule of thumb is do videos until you get enough audience to do live streams is the rule of thumb. But I guess me putting Tyrone Magnus on there is getting a little traction, I guess. But a lot of people were saying the same thing about him grifted. You know what I'm saying? I had to ask myself, am I grifting? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to be a part of the angry crowd. Sometimes I just want to be happy and stuff like that. But I'm not going front on what these companies do either. I'm not about to lie. Hey, Robbie D, what's up? What's up? What's up? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. And don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. I got to make a list of everybody that's a member and make sure that I give you guys a scroll on my videos too, to shout out all the members. I got to do it and do the video so I can be able to scroll you guys down and tell you guys thank you in every video. You know what I'm saying? So I got to be able to hook that up. Mike Ramos, good morning, good morning, good morning. New to the channel, this is my first time catching the stream. Got to be give it up for him. Matter of fact, since he's new to the stream, you know what I'm gonna do for him? This ain't a super chat, but he's new to the stream, so he gets body roll. Super chat body roll. See, when you become a member or you drop a or you drop a super chat, that's what you gonna get. Body roll. Now, some of y'all might not like it, you know what I mean? But you know what it is. It's body roll time. And thank you again for checking out the stream, checking it out live. Like I said, I appreciate it. What up, bro? Thank you for reaching out to me too, making sure I was good. Appreciate it. Again, my man King Mo was up in here. What's up? Rashad Walker, what's good? Good morning, good morning. Black Panther, what's up? Hey, Black Panther, you know, I love Black Panther for the simple fact is that I get on X. I never get on X, but when I do, I get on X. He makes sure to, retweet a brother or something. You know what I mean? Yeah, this is a no grift zone. I can't do it, Roberta. I can't. The way that my makeup is, first of all, if I was a grifter, I would have already did it just to get a bag. But I make good money at my job. Like, you know what I'm saying? I work for one of the biggest companies in Kansas City. Like, I'm like, if I really did, I mean, I'm gonna be real with you guys. I'm not making bank on YouTube like that. Like, nowhere close. Like, nowhere close. So it's not enough for me to quit my job. If I was making, I'm not gonna lie, if I was making 250 plus from YouTube, I'd be gone. I would have told them, sorry, nah. You know what I'm saying, a long time ago, but I'm not. You know what I mean? So what is the use of me grifting for money? This is the way that I feel. And I'm gonna talk about this and we're gonna go to the video because I got time. Today is Christmas Eve. I ain't gotta go to work. But I'm gonna be real with you guys. And this is the honest to God's truth. Like, I see a lot of guys that get on YouTube and we all do it. Let's be honest. We're all doing it. Don't let nobody fool you. Please don't let nobody fool you. We're all doing it to build our platforms. That's what we're here for. If you're not here to build a platform, and you're here just to talk, hey, peace and blessings to you, my brother. Peace and blessings. But I'm gonna tell you, for me, I'm here to build my platform. Why do I want to build my platform? Is it because of the money? A portion of it, like sex, it's like 30% of it is for the money. Because honestly, I really have a really good job. I really do. It sometimes it gets painful. I get sore. I get wore out. You know what I mean? But I do this for pennies and I love it. And so that 70% is literally because I love it. I absolutely love doing videos, giving my voice, giving my commentary. Everybody asked me about TMZ. Everybody that I know be like, yo, what's up with you at TMZ? How did you get on with TMZ? I tweeted something. I responded to one of their posts on X. At the time, it was Twitter. This was back in 2022. And this was like mid 2022. No, it was like September 2022, right? So I was, I was on X and I just said what my commentary was on one of their posts. And they inboxed me, hey, do you want to be a part of the show? We do this viewer choice commentary, right? And so I'm like, man, this ain't real. Ain't nobody trying to get me to do this. And then at the time, I think I quit YouTube. I quit podcasting because I had to. Because and again, a lot of this is mental stress. Like, I'm not lying. You know how many times I not recently, but back when I was trying to find my footing on YouTube, and I didn't know how to the algorithm. I didn't know anything about the algorithm, thumbnails, all of that stuff. I didn't know. I admit that I didn't know nothing. And I will also say, and this is for any newer YouTuber, if you don't know, you got to go find it or go ask. And I was too prideful. I was just going out there doing my thing. People would tell me stuff, I wouldn't listen. So honestly, it's the honest to God's truth. Honest to God's truth. So I quit. And I remember I was talking to this young lady. And she is a YouTuber. I don't know what she do because I don't talk to her anymore. But she was a YouTuber, and she was like, "Yo, you need to do your thumbnails. You need to make your intro shorter." And I'm like, I'm running a show, and I will be honest. I will be honest to God. I was watching Kevin Samuels blow his channel up, and I was like, "Damn, how does he do that? How is he doing that?" Not knowing that this brother was doing stuff for 5 years and didn't nobody even hear about this dude. You know what I mean? But I was watching him go live and all these people. And I know the stuff was controversial, but I was like, damn. I'm looking at his camera. I'm looking at everything. I'm like, okay, I need to set my game up. If I'm going to do this, I need to set my game up. I reached out to a partner of mine also, and it was like, yo, this is what you need to do, yada, yada, yada. That's my guy, Heavy Gant. Heavy Gant got 30, he's over 30,000 subscribers now. Look at what Cat did. You know what I mean? When we met Cat's channel then and Cat's channel now, Cat doing all the lives and all of that. You know what I mean? So yes, I aspire to that. But what I will not do is sell out for the bag, is what I'm getting at. I'd rather build my platform organically. And building your platform organically is something that I see Tyrone Magnus do. But then the grifting was just too much because I want that bag. And when you got over 1 million subscribers, you're making up. Don't let nothing fool you. New rock stars can pay that whole entire staff for how many videos the videos and stuff like that they make. They got good quality, but they have enough money to pay their entire staff a decent wage for them to live in California. You see what I mean? Screen Crush and Spoilers and all these big channels. But remember, they grew organically. As much as I don't like Grace Randolph's takes on certain things, she grew her channel organically. You know what I mean? So did a lot of these bigger YouTubers. You know what I mean? And I just, just for me, you know, I just can't. I will not just sell you guys short on my authenticity, for a bag. I can't do it. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of a lot of things. I'm not. But somebody like that I admire, like what's my guy? The Nostalgia Critic. I like them. Um Angry Video Game Nerd. Some of the guys that I watched when I was, when I was coming up. Comics Explained. You know what I mean? All these guys I totally respect. And I respect the Angry Video Game Nerd probably the most because he was able to do the same stick for a long time, and people wanted him to change and all of that, and he continued to do what he do, and he does his movie reviews. The guy, what is he? He was a film major. It's seeing all of these and like, damn, dude, that's dope. You know what I'm saying? That's dope. And I'd rather follow that same. As all I'm saying is, I'd rather follow that same pattern. You rock with me because you want to rock with me. Me, not the stick. Me, because I'm authentic. And there's not enough money in the world to make me change who I am. It's just not. I'm going to buy more toys. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to upgrade, my vehicle. I'm going to upgrade my house. I'm not going to upgrade my thoughts to grift and all of that just because that's where the lane is at to complain. To complain about something, to get all these people at your side that will call you all kinds of other names. You know what I'm saying? If you wasn't. And y'all know what I'm talking about because it's a lot. And when I tell you there's a lot of closeted racists in those groups. A lot of closeted racists in those groups where you grift to that side. And they would most definitely tear you a new one in those Twitter spaces. If you was in there, look at old boy for Fresh and Fit. All I'm saying. So I'd rather just stay my lane. If my channel stays small, I'd rather it stay small with the people that I got that rock with me, that be a big channel and be a bitch. Sorry, Roberta. And a grifter to sell out because I want paper. All I'm saying. And many of them are closeted. You right. Yeah, Sega Noble, what's up? Nice to see you in the stream. But I just wanted to get that out. You know what I'm saying? So anybody that's a member to the channel and stuff like that, this is what you're paying. You're paying a membership so you can rock with me and support my channel naturally. And I appreciate that for being a part of the crew. You know what I'm saying? Be a part of Dre Mack and the crew. You know what I mean? Yeah, Merry Christmas, Eve, Derpy, what's up? And Brother Juma, what's up? What's up? I appreciate you guys. So the 30% because that's how much YouTube collects on them super. Exactly. And I don't complain. I don't complain. I don't be like, yo, y'all need to get the super chats up. I'm not doing that. Tracy Woods, what's up? I'm not gonna do that. I'm just happy that y'all do it, honestly, because it gives me a chance to play body roll. 9360, what's up? You know what I'm saying? And I know there's some people. What's up, She? I know some people that stop fooling with me just based on because I wouldn't do what they want them to do, or that, oh, you're doing too much Jonathan Major stuff. Like seriously, like people unsubscribed to me because it was like, I think you on Jonathan Major's nuts, and it was cool for the beginning, and this is just too much. You cover Jonathan Major's, you know what I'm saying? Every time you make a live stream, it's Jonathan Majors. Yo, okay, you know what I'm saying? That's my dog. You know what I'm saying? And if I was defending him before his case, before I met him, why wouldn't I defend him now after we became cool? That's my guy. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like, because this is the way that I look at it. Y'all can tell me I got time today. Before we get to the video, I got some time today. Let me just say this. I don't look at celebrity like fans. Only fans that I am of, they're long gone. Michael Jackson, Tupac. You know what I mean? Fan. If I was to ever meet Prince, fan, because it is a musical savant. I would have loved to meet Prince. Fan. Richard Pryor, fan. I'll fan out. Ray Fox, fan. You know what I mean? These guys going to be with whoever they maker is. You know what I mean? Those guys. What I did for Jonathan wasn't for fan service. It wasn't to meet him. Dude, I was really concerned about this is, again, a celebrity black man, and look how they get treated. This is going to tie you into this video. But I seen a black man literally run from a white woman, and look at the way they still crucified him for my own people. Now, mind you, I was going after my own people too. It wasn't just, you know, the white YouTubers or whatever that was doing that. My own people. So I got to check. I got to hold us accountable. We always talk about, in the red pill space, you always talk about accountability for women. But I'm also going to hold my brothers accountable too. I'm going to hold my people accountable, not just my brothers or just my sisters. I'm going to hold my people accountable when you fall into the same traps that they do on that side. So yes, that's the reason why I did. I didn't do it because, oh man, one day I'm going to be Jonathan Majors and that's going to be awesome. You can ask my brother who comes in the chat, Super Six Shot. I told him, I was like, man, that'd be cool if I did. You know what I mean? But I ain't really tripping off of that. And he was like, bro, that as much as you going so hard from him, don't say that. I was like, man, I'm not. But I was explaining to him that I'm not in it for that. When I go and do these videos, I'm not in it for the money or the fame. I like expressing myself. NWA. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? In 1988. Express yourself. That's me. I've always been like that. So I didn't do it to, you know, to get all this fame or to meet Jonathan Majors. Well, I was just, this is what we go through. And sometimes like I said, who's going to be that voice for you? You know, it could be the smallest YouTuber, could be the loudest voice. People forget E-Man didn't have a huge channel before Recast T'Challa. Let's be real. You know what I mean? He didn't have a huge channel before Recast T'Challa. When he did that petition, and his petition started gaining legs, and he started going to WGN in Chicago and start talking and all of this and all of that, his channel blew. But I believe that 1,000% that brother was passionate about that. So I was passionate. I wasn't like, oh, Sep, I'm going to be passionate about Jonathan Major so I can gain a fan base. No, I'm passionate because how many times have you seen black men go down, you know what I mean, because he was messing with a white woman. It was totally out of context of what happened. She could have been the aggressor. We seen this with Emmett Till. We see this with countless people, you know what I'm saying, in the Freedom Program and all that. We've seen this. So why not say anything? Why stay be quiet and make fun of them and all of that? Because it seems like nowadays it's cool to make fun of people when they're down. Technically, I was gonna make a short and do it on TikTok about the Travis Hunter situation. I don't want to now. I was on Twitter. They literally got a video. People were pulling videos of them being with his girl now. You know what I'm saying? Oh, she's twerking on this dude where he's supposedly been together. And I had to think about it for just a second. I'm like, yo, I understand trying to help this brother. Like, yo, your girl could have been wilding out or whatever. We starting to see stuff. But then when it goes to this point, like the dude who posted the video is making a t-shirt. I haven't even got my hoodies out because of trying to get my licensing and all of that together. And this guy got a shirt out of him with Travis Hunter's girl and a Heisman picture on the back. Like it's like this is how diabolical stuff is now. So nah. Why kick this man while he's down? Or even say anything at this point? Yeah, it makes good conversation. Yeah, it makes good, but you feel bad sometimes because you forget that these people are human beings too. Like I don't hate Tyrone Magnus. I don't hate Ryan Aries from Screen Crush. I don't hate them personally. I don't know them. I don't hate these guys. I hate their takes. I hate what they've done. You know what I mean? That's what I don't like. I don't like their take. I don't like their thought process when it comes to how they deliver certain. Now, I could be biased. Technically, I could be a hypocrite because I don't know Tisa, but I did call her stupid. But I called her, the person, stupid. The way you're delivering this information is dumb as hell, and I don't like it. So I'm gonna critique you on that alone. But I'm not going to dogpile on this guy because he's a human being just like I am. And at times we got to sit back and wonder, are we doing this because, of the take? Or we really diving into the person that we don't know? That's why I never get into, I don't like this person, I don't like that, I don't like this. I don't know that. They don't affect my bills because I don't like them. It ain't like, I don't like Tyrone. And then next thing you know, my lights is off because I don't like him. Or my water is off. My heat don't work because I don't like Tyrone. No. So even us as YouTube, we got to be careful of the energy we put out. Is it the take or the person? Because me personally, if I don't fool with somebody, I just unsubscribe. I don't watch your channel. I'm done. That's it. I'm done. So I didn't mean to go on this. I did. I was about to say I didn't mean to go on this. Right? Yeah, I did. Because I just want to reiterate that like I said, I'm not mad at these people. I don't know these people from a can of grapes or a can of grapes, a can of peaches that got hit in the back of Superman's head. I don't know these people, but you do got to call out the BS, and that's what I'm here for. Entertainment and to call out the BS, and my face is on. It's gonna be people that's gonna make reaction videos to me and call me stupid. It don't like my takes or don't like me. Okay, cool. That'd be awesome. At least I know I'm being effective. It really, at the end of the day, that's all that matters. All right. Do you never? I mean, it's shit you never. I was seeing you as above. But is she good? Thank you so very much for the $5 super chat. Fuck that. Do your thing, bro. For Jonathan Majors, MJ Prince, comic books, and whatever. Body roll. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Anybody who wants the body roll, I'm going to give you body roll. Super chat, body roll. I know Gray is sitting there like, stop. I know he is, but I'm not going to stop the body roll. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. Oh no, let me get back to these. Like I said, I got time today. I'm gonna chat with y'all. I'm gonna chat with y'all today. Rashad said the common denominator with grifters is that they are paid to disrespect and denigrate black folks. Yes, that's something I refuse to do. I refuse. Now, when I see that, I'm turning into Dr. Umar. I'm turning into Dr. Umar. What up, Michael Johnson? What's up? Good morning. Good morning. You don't see other groups who get talked about as much as we do in these spaces, and that's true. And it's sad. Man, later for them, Jonathan needs his supporters. Exactly. He's the only fans. Not those fans, but only the fans. I'm a supporter, not a fan, aka fanatic. Yeah, I'm a supporter. I will support your stuff. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not a fanatic. I'm not going to pass out. I'm not going to faint. I'm not going to do none of that. You know what I'm saying? Just because you are who you are. Oh, I got the Christmas spirit, baby. Yep, we're all worst. Yes, Robbie D. We are all worst enemies. Don't forget to hit that like. Hit that like button. It is. And it's kind of sad, you know what I mean? Because he just wanted to hide about his girl. Yeah, they just have bad ethics, and that's what it is. A brother just got released from prison for doing 44 years because the two white women that were sisters lied on him. I mean, somebody in my family right now that's dealing with prison time over somebody lying. You know what I mean? Even that's how they think it's ramped up for YouTube. Exactly. I subscribed to Tyrone Magnus out of curiosity about a month ago. The cringe feeling he gave me. Use woke the way that they do. Exactly. I can't do it. I can't do it. What up, Andre Ware? My quarterback. What up, Jazzy? What's good? What's up? What's up? What's up? Kyle, what's up? Disney and Marvel needs to get better when it comes to the black man. We deserve all the love and respect and representation that everybody else is getting and the recognition. I believe that. I 100% believe that. So let's get to this video. I just spent 35 minutes on me. Let's get to this video. And this video's called Disney's Problem with Black Men. So let me put myself down there. And again, shout out to Blue and Mika. Shout out to Blue and Mika. Never forget those. Blurred AF. Again, I will be back next week. But I'm also, if I don't go to the movies to see Sonic 3, then tonight, then I'll be here tonight. Oh, I haven't paused. I haven't did anything yet.
Since Disney's acquisition of
I
Marvel
like that
in
background.
2009
That's
and
dope.
Lucasfilms in 2012, many Day One fans can attest that Disney's adaptations of both Star Wars and the Marvel Universe has been nothing short of disrespectful to the core fan base. As Disney purports as a company that prides itself on inclusion, bombarding its projects with the champion of strong women lead roles, all ethnicities and sexual orientations, some say even at the expense of profits, but one group Disney still seems to have a troubled relationship with, much like most of Hollywood, in my opinion, is black men. Let's talk about it.
I agree. I love the way that intro is. Is the video still muted? Can y'all hear? Because I heard everything. But I do agree with that opening of what he said. And let me shout out this brother real quick. This is Dominion Publications. Dominion Publishing. Dominion Publishing. Shout out to Dominion Publishing. Let me go ahead. Oh, I'm not signed in. That's probably why. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Let me get signed in real quick. So shout out to Dominion Publishing. Yeah, everybody. You're not the only person
Since
that's seen me
Disney's
that.
acquisition that the finger display, especially when you're at the mercy to find out about many of the in that society work profits, but one group Disney still seems to have a troubled relationship
Oh,
with,
give me just a
much like
second.
most of Hollywood, in my opinion, is black men. Let's talk about it.
All right. I know. I'm never signed in.
Look, hey man, I don't want y'all to think that I'm pulling a race card or making everything about race. But unfortunately, in
Hold
America,
on. Before we go any further, in you guys in the chat, why is it when black people say something, it's always you guys are pulling a race card? But we live in a society, we live in America where you can't ignore the things that have happened as far as racially. Why are we the only one? Why are we the only ones to get told that you're pulling the race card? You know, if it was LGBT, nobody says y'all pulling the sexuality card. You know what I mean? Why is it when, any other ethnicity, Jews can talk about their the things that have happened to them, and never says you're pulling the race card, but when it comes to blacks, that's a problem. The Asian community can say something. Never say you guys are pulling the race card. And I believe we continue to talk about it because there is no solution. We haven't got to a point where certain things are solidified that is done away with. We're still dealing with certain things. I'm not playing the victim either. I'm not about to have a victim's mentality, but there's certain things that are still going on that when we say something, we're like, yo, what is this? And it feels like we saying it and we're like, this is blatant racism. This is blatant right now. Because my definition of racism is you're suppressing me to getting ahead to me. Not calling me the N-word or calling me names. Will you suppress my growth because of my race? That's what I call racism. But why is that? Put it in the chat. Let me know how you guys feel about that.
everything is about race. And when you're the people that the finger is typically pointed at or stereotyped, you become sensitive to how your likeness is represented,
True.
especially in a country
Exactly.
where many in that society work tirelessly to show your people that they are less than. From the Constitution of 1787, labeling black people as three-fifths of a human being. During
Yep.
Jim Crow, it was against the law to look a white man in the eyes. Black
Yep.
people had to literally walk with their head down, having to fight for even your humanity, let alone the pride of life or any semblance of a reason to exist. A lot
That
of
is
us
very
didn't
true.
even find out about many of the great contributions that black people has had in this country and even the world until we became adults, because little
Exactly.
of it is taught in the American school curriculum. We were taught
Very
that
true.
overall black people were just slaves and invented peanut butter. And though we would like to believe that this is not done purposely, we
Hmm.
can't be naive and believe
Ex-
this isn't done by design, because the
exactly.
chains are on the mind now, not just the body. Our names were stripped from us, our culture,
Exactly.
our language, and anytime, if possible, our dignity as well. So, yes, we have to be very skeptical of how we're displayed, especially when you're at the mercy of the same race who have shown the bias towards you. So when
Exactly. I
you have to
agree.
go to them to do anything worthwhile, and they'll decide what will be financed or what won't be. And then, surprise, surprise, we look and see most of what's out there represents us in the worst light. And
Hmm.
like they say, life imitates art and art
Yep.
imitates life. And our people,
He's saying some. He's hitting homers with this. He is hitting homers. Art imitates life, and life imitates art. That's why I had a problem with Black Panther Wakanda Forever. There's no reason for you to kill this man on screen. They introduce a baby, and they introduce a illegitimate child, and then you contradict everything Chadwick said narratively in the last Black Panther movie when he was pissed off that they didn't bring Eric Killmonger home. You see what I mean? He literally was like, dude, you were wrong. He snapped on his daddy in the ancestral plane because they could have just brought him home. But they refused and they lied about it. Then you turn around and do it again to the King of Wakanda's child. You kill him, you've made him a baby daddy, not a husband to the kid. If they was gonna have a Mary Malice, fine. Narratively, fine. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? Not everything happens in the comics, but whatever. Okay. You established in the first movie. Okay. They didn't. Then life imitated art. The man had to die from some disease he couldn't cure in the land where you can cure a white man from a bullet in it. Man, oh my God, let me not start. Let me keep going. I'm about to get mad all over again.
we haven't even been able to get a foundation in this country. So, we don't have the luxury for our art to overly
Mm.
represent dysfunction. But honestly, over the last 3 or 4 years, black men in general have been grossly underrepresented in television and film anyway, almost outcasted in Hollywood, from what I'm seeing, let alone represented in a negative or positive light. That's why I feel we really have to come together as black men and
Mm-hmm.
step up, and start to take control of our image. Stop selling
Exactly.
out for the dollar, and and in order to do.
Stop grifting. Stop grifting because that's the new wave. That's an easy way to build a platform is you complaining and all of that in your videos. Stop it. Black men, stop using the word woke like they do. Stop it. It's trash. Okay, I'm done.
Do that, we're going to have to start coming together, putting our own dollars together, and start creating our own stories and doing our own projects. You know, that's what Dominion is about. That's the next level of what's going to happen. But right
I
now,
like
let's
his
look at what's
room.
going on out there
That's
in the
dope.
film and television, industry. And this is all of Hollywood. Over the past 3 or 4 years, I mean, I don't know if it's just me, but you'll be hard pressed to find any strong black male lead roles, unless it's Denzel Washington, Kevin Hart, the usual suspects, Samuel L., maybe old man Morgan Freeman. It's got to be some famous black actor getting
Shout out to Eldest Hodge for taking on that role in Cross too.
in the roles where I can scroll on Netflix or Roku and through any television network and find 100 movies and shows, new stuff with unknown young white male lead roles.
Yep,
Hollywood was trying to
absolutely.
sell the idea that black movies and TV shows was not marketable outside of the US. And I don't
Exactly.
believe that.
It's
Black
not.
Panther was one of the highest grossing films in history. Netflix finally did an action movie with a fairly unknown young black male lead role, who wasn't a gangster or a drug dealer. The movie
Mm-hmm.
was called Rebel Ridge. That show
Yep.
went #1 for weeks. I
It
heard
was awesome.
that guy got a role in an upcoming Green Lantern series that's coming out on HBO. So
Shout out to
yeah,
Black
we
Aaron
need to see
Pierre.
more, and we're going to see more, right? The black male actors have got to get roles.
Yes.
Trying to pigeonhole black male actors as if it can only be one black male actor per movie or quarterly
The only
season
one.
or one male.
And I think that's what pissed me off so much about Dr. Boyce Watkins. Dude, we're not mad that all these women are in the Black Panther movie. Dude, the whole Dora Milaje is full of women. We're not mad that Shuri is Black Panther, but she's not the main character. That's just like when they did the Death of Super. Let me ask you guys a question. If you guys was watching this on the replay, let me ask you guys a question. Put it in the chat, put it in the comment section. If you were to read the Death of Superman, right? Superman dies in that in that comic, right? And they never brought him back. And all you have left, right? What up, D Stizzle? All you have left is Eradicator. You have Steel, Superboy. What was the other one? The metals. The one who thought he was Superman. Forgot offhand. But that's it. No more Kal-El. That it did. Supergirl is now the lead of that. Supergirl now takes over all of what Superman was doing. You know what I'm saying? And then after Supergirl's done with what she's doing, Superboy is going to take over his role because his daddy dead. You know what I'm saying? So now Superboy could be the new Kal-El, Cyborg Superman. But Superboy could take over, and he could be the new Superman, and you ain't got to worry about no Kal-El no more because illegitimate baby daddy. Stupid.
Lead role released at a time, one black male lead role at a time, or if two heterosexual black males is in one movie, that's too many. You know what I'm saying? That is racial bias.
Very much,
If there
Rochelle.
can be 100 young white male lead roles
Absolutely,
out at
Patrick.
one time, there can be 100 young black male lead roles out at one time.
Absolutely.
That is equality. That is a post-racial society.
Mhm.
But we've yet to reach that era right now. Right now they're still sending a subconscious message. Everything is open for them. The world is their oyster. But black men in television is scarce, and we gotta fight for whatever roles we get. Unless
One thing that I do miss about the 90s and you know what I mean, the 80s and 90s, but most definitely the 90s, is that television, and you guys can tell me if I'm wrong or not, but television really made black stars. Will Smith and Martin both had their own television shows, and they was gonna cast Billy Crystal and somebody else as the bad boys, but went with Martin and Will. They both became megastars in their own right. Like it was Jamie Foxx. Jamie Foxx was on television. I miss the days where what's up, Cool Callus? I miss the days where you had these talented black stars all up and through television. When I say all up and through television, all up and through television, and they transition to Hollywood stars. Where can you honestly say where is that now? I know YouTube. I know YouTube and Tubi and Roku, and stuff like that. 2000s, yeah, but I mentioned the 90s because look how many stars came out of the 90s. But look how many stars that came out of that era. You know what I mean? But I'm looking at it now like, yeah, they got their lane, they making money, but it's about the money or the art. And I think that's where I have a problem with now. There's a lot of people doing great things out there, but a lot, I'm gonna be honest with you, the art is missing. I watched it, me and my guy Jimmy. Shout out to Jimmy, he's my team leader, my job. And me and him talk about the Country Wayne skits a lot, right? And yes, he's making money. Yes, you want to feed your family. Not against feeding your family, but where is the artistry? Shout out to Amari, that's doing his skits too. You know what I'm saying? Because I see a level of artistry in his stuff, and we when he was on here, we talked about the way his lighting and stuff like that. The visual and all of that. That's art. Not just putting the camera up as a camera up and hey, say something funny or do a skit here and there. Where is the artistry? So I think we also have to look at when we look at these movies on Tubi, we look at these movies on YouTube or whatever platform, right? Ask yourself, are they bringing the artistry or are they making a buck? That's where I have a problem at. If you tell the same old hood stories, you're making a buck. Where's the artistry? Even when you look at Boys in the Hood, you got to look at the artistry that John Singleton was doing. You know what I mean? With the message inside of that. But if there's just hood stuff and no message, then it's just to make a buck. And that's where I got a problem with it.
You're the comic relief because we all know black men can't be taken seriously. You know what I'm saying? So, maybe we could get old man Morgan Freeman. We like Morgan Freeman. The rest of them, we don't need the rest of them. And that's Hollywood. They've been all but ignoring black male actors. And I did a show about that, but this is specifically about Disney and how they show subtle, sometimes even blatant bias to black male actors and black male roles within their company and films.
I do agree.
And I hope that this drives home the fact that we must own our own image. So
yep.
I'm just going to do
something that Kevin Samuels said a lot.
I'm using my platform to, to get the message out. But, saying back to Disney. And I have to, I got a bone to pick with Disney. Y'all know if you've been watching the show, it is not even mainly racial. Like, what I said many times before of Disney's handling of turning the Marvel Universe into live action film and shows, it's been horrific. So much that I'm almost personally insulted. and I'm sure many of the avid Star Wars fans feel the same way. I like Star Wars. I love the movies. I wasn't a deep fan, but I watched the movies and the shows. Some of them I liked and some of them I didn't. I've heard people's gripes online about what they feel Disney has done with the Star Wars franchise. I've heard even George Lucas himself had issues with, the direction that Disney has went with the Star Wars stories. And I fully understand it because, either the movies make sense or either they're good or they're not. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or either they don't make sense. And I've seen much of that in the Star Wars franchise. So even looking at the disrespect I've seen Disney has had pertaining to black male characters and actors, you know, I'm going to begin my assessment with a Star Wars title, and that's going to be Star Wars: The Force Awakens. The character Finn. Y'all remember the promo? You know,
Mm-hmm.
finally a look under the mask of a stormtrooper, and what do we got? A young black male. You know, stormtrooper is black, y'all. You know, some people, you know, they
I
was
remember,
upset.
I remember going to the movies to go see the Force Awakens, and I was so hyped that a brother. Well, I thought he was the lead of the movie. I'm not even lying, and I thought he was gonna have the Force. Man, was I wrong? Was I wrong? Wasn't mad at the movie per se, but I'm like, there was so much you could have did with Finn's character. And what's up, Mylan? I see you up in here. What's up? Thanks for catching the live. But yeah, it was. I was very disappointed in the over what they did with Finn. They did him wrong. They did him wrong, and I can see why that brother just never wants to work with Disney again. I can see why.
About it, and some people was excited. And I talked about this on, you know, about Disney on one of my other shows when I was talking about how they promote and the way they do their early promotions. They, you know, they promoted some of the villains in their movies and how they did Mandarin and in Iron Man 3 and Taskmaster and Black
Mm-hmm.
Widow. You know, Disney seems to continually keep, you know, they keep doing this type of promotion where they promote in a way that you'll assume that something cool and groundbreaking is gonna happen, and then, you know, you get your hopes up, and then you finally go see the film, and then they just totally pull the rug from up under your feet, right? And that's what this was. We got a stormtrooper, all right, who, you know, stormtrooper is supposedly a well-trained soldier, but somehow this stormtrooper, he can't fight at all. You know, he's scared of everything. He's constantly throwing, you know, he's constantly being chased around, and, you know, all through the movie, if not chased, he's being kicked and pummeled across the floor. You know, he eventually gets a lightsaber because, you know, the teenage white girl didn't want it. So you would think, you know, he's carrying it all through the movie. So you're thinking in your mind,
I'm thinking he about to go ham with. He about to be the Force, and that's what Awakens. Nope.
maybe he's gonna become a Jedi. What, lo and behold, no, that's not the case. What, you know, that's not what happens. He tries to use the lightsaber eventually in a battle,
Come get it.
and as you can imagine, he gets pummeled again. You know, he sucks so bad at it that the white girl has to take pity on him, and finally, because she has to save his life, she'll now accept the lightsaber. And her, you know, she who hasn't been trained at all either, somehow she kicks right in instantly. She's a natural, defeats the bad guy who just sliced him down like a hot knife through butter. You know,
And he ain't lying though. When I seen that at the movies, I'm like, wait a minute. So this guy is Kylo Ren, right? Beats the crap out the black dude, but homegirl get it and beats him, and she ain't got no training. She didn't even want it. Like, I get it, but I seen younglings get molly whopped on. You know what I mean? During Order 66, and I don't. Matter of fact, they just had. Didn't they just talk about that? And I know you guys don't like to act. Some of y'all don't like to acolyte. But wasn't it a trip that I think it was Isha one of them didn't want to fight, and all of a sudden she's picking up stuff and she becomes a badass. I guess you're looking at the same trope. It was poorly done. Let's just say it was poorly done.
I'm saying so hey, those that were upset that the stormtrooper was black, no need to worry. He turns out to be
And
just an
you're
awkward,
right. Hold up.
clumsy.
You're right about the white savior trope. It's a white savior trope. In that Hollywood still has a problem with the white savior trope. They still have a problem with that, especially when it comes to black films.
Kid who's a coward. And no, he won't become a Jedi, even though he's carrying a lightsaber around. He's just holding it for the white girl. So she can come and save his yellow black behind. And that's
7-inch destroyer. I'm going to tell you right now that rhetoric, I don't do that rhetoric on this channel. You can go to Tyrone Magnus, you can go to the Critical Thinker, you go to those other channels, and you can say that we don't do that. We don't do that around here. Well, I said we will not have it here. Now, I get it, but diversity is everywhere. These grifters is the only one that complain about diversity because they don't like seeing black people on screen. This is what it really is. Don't like seeing black people on screen. Don't let this person be gay or whatever. And they really falling out. Like, we don't have people like this in our society. Get over that shit. That pisses me off. Get over that. Now, what I won't get over is the tropes. That's what we're talking about here. So if you're not part of that conversation, this is the wrong channel for you. You probably need to exit stage left.
the gist of it. What an inspiring character. Well, I know some of y'all are thinking, oh, you're reaching that's just a small thing. But what you put in your eyes, it does send subconscious messaging to your brain. And what does a character like this say unconsciously? Luckily, I came across this YouTube short, and I'll let him tell you his thoughts on the character.
Here's how Star Wars wasted Finn. It's no secret that there are a buttload of awful characters in the Star Wars sequels, or more disappointingly, good legacy characters that Disney just flat out ruined. But I gotta admit, in The Force Awakens, Finn had some real potential. At the very least, it should have made Finn a deeper and more hesitant character. There has never once been a character in Star Wars who's hesitated to shoot an enemy. But imagine if Finn never killed another stormtrooper unless he absolutely had to, since he knew from experience that they're not all bad. But alas, from there on out, Finn is just a walking joke.
So I'm gonna start this off with the Eternals. The Eternals movie from Marvel. I'm gonna tell the truth. I wasn't a big Eternals fan. I never collected an Eternal comic book, but I did see the movie. The movie itself was all right. It was like a standard Disney superhero filler movie, like Shang-Chi or something. It's like a movie that just, they just produced to pass some time, I guess. But the Eternals get they got like 10 different people on the team. And it's a multitude of different races. It's an Asian guy, a white person. They changed a few of the characters that apparently they were males before. They changed like two of them. They changed them to females. But we're talking about the black male character, the one black male character. His name was Fastos. Like I said, I didn't collect the comic book, but I'm willing to bet
he wasn't gay or black in the comics.
He wasn't.
Let's just. Hey, I told you we don't do that type of language around here. 7-inch destroyer, we don't do that. Go woke, go broke. Miss me with that in here. So I'm gonna give you one more. I'm gonna give you one more chance. One more chance to be in this live. Don't use that type of language around my young son if y'all are fans of Smokey and the Bandit. But I'm gonna give you one more chance. Don't go in here with that go woke, go broke, woke crap. Don't do it in here. Now I'm gonna give him because I like freedom of speech. I like freedom of speech. I like people to express their mind, and I also at that same time would express mine. So I would give it one more chance. You give it one more chance. All right, let's keep going.
A gay android. Yeah, you heard me
Oh,
right.
this is what I was gonna say.
First-
So Fastos in the comics, let me pull that up because whoops. Oh, said it wrong. Spelled it wrong. Okay, so Fastos in Marvel Database 616. I'm gonna share my screen real quick and show you why I could tell that this. Well, he was a black dude. Let me not. Okay, I'm tripping. All right, so this is fat. This is who he's talking about in the Eternals. So I mean, he is a black dude. Well, I don't think originally he was. He originally he was. He was. Bald black dude. Okay, I'm wrong. I was wrong. But I don't think he was gay. And they just made him gay for the movie. So it here to me he looks like a big black dude, but here he looks like a white bald dude. Look like he was, he was like he was a former wrestler for WCW. So I don't know. I mean, he looks black there. I don't know. Maybe it's the way that they drew his the color. I don't know. But I think it's the way that he was portrayed in the movie. I think that's what it is. Which I can understand why he's saying, yeah, he looks like he might about my complexion. But I can see why he's going to say what he's going to say because I think I know where he's going with this.
First of all, he's not even human. He's an android robot who is also a gay husband with a family. This is just maniacal, man. They love to make black male characters play these roles. They barely have
true.
any
The color is inconsistent.
roles in the movie in the first place. They barely have black men, any masculine black men, but when they need a gay character, let's just fill it in with a black man. And so you doing like you doing us all a favor because you killed two birds with one stone. You can say,
yeah, and they didn't have to do that. Again, I don't get why they couldn't just have him like he is in the comics. And I think that's what I have problems with is that when you look up because I'm not going to sit up here and be like, yeah, I read the Eternals. No, I don't. Not even going to sit up here and tell a bold-faced lie. No, I don't. I knew who the Eternals was. I knew who the Deviants was. You know what I'm saying? Because of the X-Men. That's the only reason why I kind of know about the Eternals because of the X-Men. The only reason. But my problem is that portion you didn't even have to. Why couldn't he just be a normal dude with a wife and kids? Why did you have to make why was it important for him to be gay? Was it so you could check the DEI box? I think that's the problem with Hollywood does that. You don't have to check the box, dude. You don't have to. What you can do is just make a good movie where people are just people. Like that was unnecessary. Now, if it's a character that is gay, then make the character as he is in the comics. I think it's the problem when they just change it and then it looks like you're pushing an agenda. Not that this person was gay in the comics, so we're just adapting what's already there. it's like you're doing something that was unnecessary to do to push. That's what it looks like. That's why you can have all these grifters or whatever, because look what you're doing to promote it. Just saying.
Oh, we got diversity here. We got homosexuals and we got black men represented. It's just ridiculous. It is not just Disney. You know, much of Hollywood does this. But, you know, we specifically talk about Disney right now. You know, another issue I've been having with Disney is how they switch black male actors in and out. Like it don't matter who's playing the character as long as they're black. You know, I haven't seen them
except for
once do
T'Challa
this to any white characters, like, you know, like they did Terrence Howard with the second Iron Man.
Oh my goodness. I had, you know, I was doing Iron Man.
Yeah.
Out of nowhere, you know, that gets taken away. We did a 3-picture deal with Marvel, a 3-picture deal.
Agreed, Rashad. That's what I'm saying.
7.5 to 8 million for the second one, 12 million for the third. We signed it. They come back to me the week that my mother dies, and they called my agent, Charles King, he was at William Morris at the time, and they said, yeah, we want Terrence, but we want to come back for $1 million instead of the 8 million that we had agreed to. And my agent had an emotional reaction to a business decision, and he said, F you, and hung up the phone. Well, immediately they go to Don Cheadle.
Oh.
But instead of just doing that, they had to spin, oh, he was terrible on set.
Now, I want y'all to listen to something. And then I'm gonna go back and find the article about Chadwick Boseman asking for more money and what they did. Listen real quick. And then let's do a perspective on what they're doing. Look, watch this.
They come back to me the week that my mother dies, and they called my agent, Charles King, he was at William Morris at the time, and they said, yeah, we want Terrence, but we want to come back for $1 million instead of the $8 million rate that we had agreed to.
What they agreed,
and my agent,
he said what they agreed to. Right now, Terrence Howard agreed to this amount of money, and look what happened. He said they immediately went to Terrence Howard. Went to Don Cheadle. Let me see if I still got that bookmark. Yep, I got it bookmarked 2 places. What does that say? Chadwick Boseman maybe replaces Black Panther, right? Now, listen why he was going to be replaced with Shuri. I'm trying to tell you, Dr. Boyce Watkins. I'm trying to tell you, all you anti-recasters. You know what I'm saying? They were trying to get rid of Chadwick because he wanted more money. It had nothing to do. They were going to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. That's why he brought up Fastos being gay and black. Now that I got Shuri, we done made this money. Now I can hit the woman, black, y'all better be happy. That's why Nate Moore had the energy that he had when he said, this is the movie we want to tell. We don't care nothing about you. We don't. We're going to make it like it's all about Chadwick. But listen to this. Because I got to bring this up, because every time that I hear this, I want to make sure it's reiterated that they did not care about Chadwick like they thought like they make it seem like they sold black people. They had black people crashing out against recasters. That the role was bigger than the actor. That even his own brother said the role of T'Challa is bigger than his brother. That another black man seeing a strong masculine man out there is more important than what they're showing you. So again, American actor Chadwick Boseman reign as Black Panther could be coming to an end. The actor who made his debut as a Wakandan superhero is reportedly on the verge of losing his role over a pay dispute. What did they? Hold on, wait a minute. Let's just get to who they was going to replace. Apparently, the actor was not happy with Marvel and wants a pay raise, but the studio won't budge and instead has already had a backup plan to put another Marvel character as the primary black hero in the MCU. What that brother is saying is absolutely true. The studio reportedly wants Namor to replace Black Panther as their premier black hero, even though that dude is Mexican. Even though he's Mexican. With the Atlantean being made of sub-Saharans who's integrated with the original Atlanteans, leaning where this is before they changed the movie. While some of the Marvel stars, particularly the original Avengers actors such as Robert Downey Jr., Chris Evans, Scarlett Johansson, Chris Hemsworth, are known to have scored big paychecks following the big success of the franchise, the studio wouldn't hesitate to recast the role if an issue came up with the actor. A similar situation previously happened to Terrence Howard, who was replaced by Don Cheadle as James Rose in Iron Man 2 and the subsequent movies after Howard demanded a big pay raise. Now, all he asked for was the money that they owed him. You see what I'm saying? So the brother is absolutely correct in his thought process of what he's saying. He's absolutely correct. But let me see if I can find. Bam. Let me share this. Let's share this one because it tells you. Hold up. This was 2020. Yeah, this is the same article. It's the same article, but this was through Google News. This was back in 20. This is before he passed away. And this is the reason why Shuri was put as Black Panther, even though, let me say, even though Letitia Wright was not a main draw. Letitia Wright was not built up to be the main character. Hell, even Robbie D, you know what to do. Just go ahead and handle your business, Robbie D. Handle your business. Gray, any of y'all, they acting the fool. Just handle your business. But this is the reason. It had nothing to do with, well, we thought the world of Chadwick, and Chadwick this one, Chadwick was that, and Chadwick. No, it didn't. That's what they sold you. That's what they sold you. What really is the case is what Terrence Howard is talking about. That's really what it is. It had nothing to do with Chadwick Boseman was the greatest thing. How courageous was Chadwick that he was playing a role while fighting cancer? Yes, he very much courageous, very much. But all that other bull crap that Nate Moore, that's why they made. Why do you think they made the decision so quickly? Let me run back what Terrence Howard said one more time. And then I'm going to go back and play for the video that I did on X and show you again you listen to Nate Moore's voice when I pull up that video. Listen one more time, and then I'm gonna go back I'm gonna finish this video, but listen to this.
Deal.
What else, Swirler Keys? Hold up, I'm gonna get to your super
3-picture deal. $4.5 million for the first one, $7.5 to $8 million for the second one, $12 million for the third. We signed it.
That's a big ass contract. Sorry, Roberta, but it is. That's almost a $30 million contract for Terrence Howard to be War Machine. Are you getting what we're cooking with Kanye at? Because
they come back to me the week that my mother dies, and they called my agent Charles King he was at William Morris at the time, and they said, yeah, we want Terrence, but we want to come back for $1 million instead of the $8 million that we had agreed to. And my agent had an emotional reaction to a business decision, and he said, F you, and hung up the phone. Well, immediately they go to Don Cheadle.
They immediately go to Don Cheadle, right? So this sounds familiar. And this is why why I for one, why I do what I do. But the reason why I always keep these receipts, because again, they're lying. They are lying. They don't care about they didn't care about Chadwick Boseman, because I told you the only way to care about somebody is to pay them. That's how you show somebody that you care about them, is to pay them. Or pay me no, never mind. Now, let's just suppose this video to this. Listen to Nate Moore. Listen closely the way that he talks about this. Just listen.
Always going to be a conversation of should T'Challa ever be recast? Is Chadwick Boseman the only person who can play Black Panther? I have my own opinions on this without writing a column, but I'm interested in what y'all think about whether this character can ever be anyone but Chadwick Boseman.
Now, mind you, Nate Moore's foot is to the fire now. You got somebody who had the nerve to say to one of the producers of Marvel, I would have said it to Kevin Feige, because I don't have no problem. I like smoke. You know what I'm saying? I like the smoking session. So he had the nerve to say to Nate Moore, so Chadwick Boseman gonna be the only person that's gonna be T'Challa in the MCU? I got my own thoughts. I'm gonna write it in a column, but I want to hear what you got to say. He was bold enough to say that. Now I'm gonna tell you what Disney's idea was, just like what Don Cheadle's. What Terrence Howard said, that they were gonna go to Don Cheadle. So now we're gonna shift to Shuri, right? That's what we're gonna shift to. We ain't gonna shift to what you talking about right here. We're gonna shift to Shuri. You know what I mean? Why? Because how dare this black man? I don't care how much money that you made on this movie. How dare you come and ask me for some more money? Now, Terrence Howard just said, remember, this is a contract that we signed, we agreed to. And how they played the game and said, nah, we don't want that. We want you for $1 million. And remember, Terrence also made sure to pay the $1 million insurance bond to Robert Downey Jr. And he just got a $75 million contract because they'd rather shift and do all this shoe booty stuff to Jonathan Majors. Again, listen to Nate Moore's response. All I want you to do is listen to his response.
I think everyone has their right to how they think it should unfold. You know, I will say, as a fan of the books, the Black Panther to me is a mantle, right? And was a mantle the first movie because his dad was the Panther. It's clearly something that's been handed down. I think that the story we want to tell is a specific story. It's not going to be the story everybody wants us to tell. And that's okay. You know what I mean? I think we only know how to tell the story that we know how to tell. And I hope when the movie comes out, people respond to it and take it for what it is. I think some people are going to come out of the movie going, no, we still believe what we think, and that's okay. We had to make the movie that we understood how to make. And Ryan had to write the movie that he understood how to write.
He had to make the movie that he wanted to make. What he's translation, I don't care nothing about that actor, because if we did, we would have paid him before he died. I don't care nothing about your opinion, because I'm going to make the movie only we want to make. Not what you think we should make. I'm going to make this movie. You Negroes that's going to show up. Is this not the same energy that Tyler Perry had when they asked him about the movies that he makes? What up, Spoiler Kings? Did you see his body? I was a psychology major in college. All I did was listen to his tone, his inflation, and his body language. And it told me everything that I needed to know at that point in time about Nate Moore, about what he felt. That's all I needed to hear. So now when you go back and you listen to Terrence talk about this, again, you know good and well they did not. You are expendable as a black man. That's why I got a problem with T'Challa being killed on film. Because you're as expendable. They don't care. You only get one. That's why I'm not mad at Anthony Mackie won't buck against the system. Because he like, damn, it's the only way I can build my career because you only get one. And some of them, my career is more important than how you feel. Because I got to feed my family. Ain't that what we hear all the time in sports? When Kaepernick took a knee and everybody was like, man, I ain't taking no knee. I got to feed my family. Remember that? We're just bringing awareness to police shootings. Nah, I'm going to take a knee. I can't take no knee, man. My family. I got to eat. I don't want to stand up. I got to eat. All I'm saying.
But instead of just doing that, they had to spin, oh, he was terrible on set and all of these things and went through all this stuff. And I'm calling Robert Downey Jr.
You know, Terrence Howard was playing War Machine in the Avengers franchise. Apparently, he had a 3-movie contract where he started off at $4.5 million for the first movie, and then he was supposed to go up to 8 on the second movie, and then 12 on the third. So
that's $25 million contract.
Robert Downey Jr. get the role in Iron Man.
Hey, Pam.
And once Iron Man was successful,
hey, Amon Scott.
Robert Downey Jr. wanted more money.
Sorry if I missed you now. You know I'm going on my rants.
Y'all ain't got it. You better go find it. So the fact of the matter is, you know, look at Terrence.
I do apologize because there was some super chats that came in, and I'm sorry. Let me get to the super chats. And let me make sure to get back to the video because I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Tracy Woods, thank you so very much for the $20 super chat. Happy holidays to you as well. Boondocks fundraiser. I knew she was like, I'm all out of body roll, but I take that fundraiser, baby.
People call me the fundraiser. They call me that because that's what I do. I raise funds.
Thank you so very much, Tracy Woods, for the super chat. Spoiler Kings is now member of the crew. Good to have my guys from the Spoiler Kings that was doing a thing last night on live. And since I was not at work, and I literally woke up and hit the UBTubies, and they was in there doing a thing. So I appreciate it. But since they're new members, again, let me go ahead and hook them up with this.
And
yeah, they know where they call Pops. They call him Mr. I can't say it because Roberta's up next. It said historically, Hephaestus was a white, lame, and ugly. Originally, Hephaestus was white, lame, and ugly. Originally, his consort was Aphrodite, but she got it on with Ares. He was bisexual. It was bisexuality, but preferred women. Aphrodite. I did not know that. You know what? I'm gonna give you that because, you know, Roberta always doing, bringing this stuff out. I love it. So I got to give her this.
Thank you for your super chat.
My bad, Roberta. That's not the one I wanted, but that was funny. All right. Make sure y'all get the like. We got good stuff going in here. Make sure the likes is up. Like. Yep. All right, Rashad Walker, I see you up in here. Cooking with the I don't know if is it a pound? No, that's not a pound. I don't know what that is. But he said you guys just hate white people. Sad to see racist. Yes, of course. Thank you for your money. We don't hate white people. But I'll take your money. But I don't hate nobody because I don't know all white people. I don't know, but we gotta say what it's gotta say. But since you don't like that, but you know what I like?
Gang banging,
I be out here gang banging, though, cuz. We just say, thank you for your money, though. Oh God, we don't like black people. Is that Euro? I don't know. I don't know. Well, thank you for your money, but I don't hate nobody. Honestly. You know what, but you know what I do hate? Fakes, phonies. You know what I'm saying? People that push dope in my neighborhood. That's the people I don't like. I don't know you. I don't know white folks. I know white people that I work with that I know, but all white people, yeah. Okay. All right. Thanks for the money though.
Howard, we don't need his character. Get it from him. So they came back and told Terrence, instead of paying him $8 million on the second movie, they wanted to pay him $1 million. And this is another issue with Hollywood as well. They don't like paying black actors and actresses.
There it is.
They get paid far less than white actors and actresses, and they get less roles. So Disney, they do it all the time. There is no loyalty to the black actors, especially the black male actors. Robert Downey Jr. probably bought Don Cheadle into Disney.
Let him have a problem, Robin.
To cut Terrence Howard out. But who cares? He's black. We can switch him just with it. It's another black guy, even though they
look what it and just ask yourself, look what they've done. Look what they've done to Don Cheadle's character. They were asking Spider-Man, does he need to be the new Iron Man with War Machine is sitting right there? See what I mean?
Look totally different. I mean, the total opposite facial features.
Hold up. I'm gonna stop everything I do to answer this. You know why you don't have to speak pro-white? Do you know why? Well, I don't know if you're in America because based on that money that you gave me, again, thank you for your money, is that you don't live in America. Everything is white here. This is a white built land, white stolen land. It is what it is. It's not, the English, the Dutch, all of them people came over here and took people's lands. Had fights with the natives, indigenous people here. And then decide, you know what? We want some people to build it up, right? So let me go get them slaves because remember, the Spaniards, you know what I mean? The Spaniards is the one who started the transatlantic slave trade, but there were some other people that funded that transatlantic slave trade. But if I say their names, I'm going to be labeled something. So I will omit that for right now. But I know my history. So those same people who were getting kicked out of, the United Kingdom, that was getting kicked out of England because there was a king that was there too that was my complexion that they didn't want to deal with the Christianity that was going to there because they wanted their own Christianity. This is what they said, but there was the rebel people out of there. That's how they ended up in America. And then they saw what the Spaniards was doing, and they came to the kings of England and was like, yo, do you want to do that? But the black king was like, nah, we ain't doing that. We ain't about that. No, whatever. Then they tried to kill him. That's why there's plenty of books. That's why he made a book called Divination, King James. But if I tell you that King James looked just like me, then y'all think I'm crazy. But I'm not, because there's a whole Cambridge book that has his face on there that looks like me. But if I say that, then there's something else. There's a conspiracies going on or whatever. How do you know about that? Well, trust me. But want to bring up the tea I could. You know what I mean? But this land has always been for whites by whites. You don't have to go out there and be like, I'm pro-white. You live in a land that caters and benefits you. So why do you need that? When people come from a foreign country, when people talk about white supremacy of America, they come from a foreign country, you have no idea what you're talking about because half of the time y'all been taught what they want you to know. You haven't went outside and be able to look up information that you needed. You haven't done that. You haven't read books. Do I need to go get my book, The Black Image in the White Mind by George Fredrickson, and educate you? I ain't got that kind of time, but I gave you the book. Educate yourself. Coming here with that mess. Let's keep going.
No matter, switch them out. Yeah, we can argue that War Machine, he was a side character
Get out of here.
in the Avengers story. Yeah, I get it. So, they tell you, they tell Terrence Howard his character is not important. They believe the movie can be successful without him. Okay, no problem. You can't argue.
It cooking. If you knew who the true people of the my Islamic brothers would say the people of the book is, then you don't know what you're talking about. But I mean, they didn't bring us here, but there was a funding that was going on. But I ain't gonna go there.
But like I said before, they never do this to any white characters. In most of these movies are not successful, even with these characters are in them. So eventually, things begin to be surfacing in the media that somehow now he's a wife beater, and and his image, is damaged in the media, in which he proved it was false. Which we all know doesn't matter. Look at how they did Jonathan.
But Cornelius, anytime that you talk about things that has happened with black people around certain people, they can't handle that. They can't handle the fact that we've been done dirty in America. They can't handle the fact that it hasn't. But we're not post racism because things are still happening. It's maybe not as blatant as the 1960s or the 1950s or the 40s or hell, even the 70s. But remember, in the 70s, they bombed Philadelphia, a black area. They didn't go over there with planes, but they blew up a black section of Philadelphia. They were killing Black Panthers still. But anytime that you speak on black issues and you're not of our culture, and I'm saying that you're not FBA, because there's still black people that's not FBA that still say that we're bitching and complaining. No, what I'm talking about is the historical documentation for us to feel a certain way. We look at these things because foundational black Americans have been through so much hell in America. We have no choice but to look at certain things in a different perspective. It gets tiring. It gets overwhelming, but we can't help it because we see it. So when we call it out, we're just calling out the bull crap. Just like all them grifters is calling out all this woke. Did we say it? Did we like,
Jonathan Majors. Jonathan Majors, on the other hand, his character breathed life into the Loki series, season 1, because season 2, I didn't even finish watching it. I mean, I may have watched 1 or 2 episodes. I totally didn't know what was going on. He breathed life into the last Ant-Man movie. Nothing else was redeemable about that movie. And we can't talk about how they, did his character in that movie, how they built the character up, the whole movie, where his name alone brought fear to those who even mentioned his name in that realm. The whole movie, you thinking this dude, he kind of he's hard to deal with, but as soon as the fight ensues, he's easily defeated by Ant-Man and some giant ants and Ant-Man's teenage daughter.
Exactly.
This is the subconscious messaging that they're putting in their films. Yeah, we know that he has to be defeated somehow, but
he didn't have to be defeated. You know why? Because if he was going to be your big bad, look at the way Thanos handled the Incredible Hulk. He gave the Incredible Hulk a 2-piece with a biscuit with a soda. You know what I mean? On his way out. But then when it came to Kane the Conqueror, you let this Paul Rudd. I'm 5'9", 175. Paul Rudd is, I think he's about my 5'10", probably $150, and Jonathan is a solid 6'1", 6'2". You know what I'm saying? And a good 200 solid pounds. I'm talking about solid built. There's no way in hell. Yeah, I'm just saying, it's no way in hell.
But defeated like that, I mean, it was totally disrespectful. And we can argue and say that Jonathan Majors was the most exciting thing that they had over there. You know, to me, he was
right.
the only hope that Marvel really had going, if you ask me, over at Disney and Marvel. You know, so this excuse they gave Terrence Howard that his character wasn't important, it is the reason why they had to cut him. It doesn't fly. Because, you know, Jonathan Majors, he was accused of, I think it was physical assault on his ex-girlfriend. And we saw the video. Once again, we didn't see any assault. We actually saw him running away. And we saw her chasing him, you know, probably a mile or so. And
hey,
I seen her
I'm not gonna lie. I went to that block when I was in New York. That's a long block. That's a long block too.
In his clothes, grabbing and pushing him. He's constantly trying to get away from her. Then finally he picks her up and puts her in the back seat of the car. And apparently that's where the assault happened. And apparently it didn't last long because he quickly closed the door and left the car. You know, and he was found guilty in the court of law. So we constantly see these biases against black men. And the only thing I think he was guilty of was having that white girl chasing him, you know, chasing after him like that. And whatever happened, it seemed mild and no one witnessed it on the cameras. Still, Jonathan Majors, don't matter.
I
You're
agree
black,
with Real Django.
and Disney say, we don't care how good you are, how important you are to the films, you're fired. Realistically, how important you are to this company, it really don't matter, because if anybody was going to save the Marvel Universe at Disney, it would have been Jonathan Majors, in my opinion.
Jonathan Majors.
Some white people hate that, you know, when black men have that kind of power. And
I think this is what, you know, this is where we're at with that. Is that there are people at Disney, it has been documented, that they didn't like the fact that there was an all-black movie. Why? Because Lupita Nyong'o even came out and said, hey, they didn't believe in our movie. You know what I mean? They did not even believe in our movie. So we were really walking on eggshells to make sure it worked. And then it showed up and showed out. We showed up and showed out for that movie. The guy who was funding even said, you know, why do we have to have an all-black film? Why I gotta have an all-woman film? I ain't got no problem with women, but why we gotta have an all-woman film? Why I gotta have an all-black film? But didn't say he had a problem, didn't have a problem with all black people. Do you see what I mean? So to ignore the fact that there's racism that goes on in these companies is dumb. It's completely dumb.
They'll show you, we don't care. You know, we will go out of business before we let a black man have leverage in our company. The black man has always got to be at the mercy of the corporation. You know, if a black man starts to see some success at the box office or some success in a hit series and start thinking he's important, oh man, yeah, they'll cut you off quick and they'll show you you're nothing. All of a sudden something will happen, or you'll have to leave the show for some reason. It was a mutual agreement, or your character would be recasted out of nowhere. America in Hollywood just doesn't want too many instances of positive, powerful black male characters in American film. This is similar to that nature. How dare a black man look me in the eyes? You know, that type of energy. White actors, you know, on the other hand, you know, they get a successful show or a movie, they'll give them anything they ask for. You know, they're negotiating all types of huge salary deals. You know, your franchise is so important to this company. You know, next they'll be running the show behind the scenes. They hiring people, firing folks, all types of stuff. You know, they're made to feel secure in their position. Look at how they did Robert Downey Jr. and he plugged in. He gonna come back and play a totally different character. You know,
I mean,
TV is propaganda. It's important that white boys and men feel powerful. They teach it in the schools, they show it in the media, and they show it in the entertainment and television. They're going to constantly represent themselves in the best light. And I don't have a problem with that. As long as when it's time to put in a black male character, that's when here comes all the buffoonery. And like I said before, you can
just people
see
just
it as,
tired.
just instinctual bias, or like I believe in the school system is done purposely to empower one group and disempower another. It's the same MO. And then you say, oh, look at Black Panther. That was a huge film with a black male lead role, right? Let's look at Black Panther. Okay. We do Black Panther. We did the Black Panther movie. Black director, black cast, lead male role. Due to the genius of the director, Ryan Coogler, Black Panther is written and developed in live action form in a powerful and inspiring way. Because I can tell you, Black Panther, it was not one of my favorite comic book characters. In Black Panther, the movie was not one of my favorite movies. But when it comes to doing a film and introducing it to people who probably was not even familiar with the character Black Panther and making it a cultural dynamo, I have to say that Ryan Coogler, the way he did the film was a masterpiece. He stuck to the original source material from the comic book.
Not really.
So how he
I disagree.
visualized the story and how he put it on the big screen, he did a masterful job. This movie became an iconic sensation across the world, being one of the top highly gross films in history. And the cultural impact it had on the black community was huge as well. So now we have a problem here, because not alone do we have a strong lead who's bigger than Iron Man, bigger than Thor, bigger than Captain America, at the same time making Chad Boseman a huge star, also exposing the genius of the black director Ryan Coogler.
I disagree with that.
To create a
yeah, I get what he's saying, but I totally disagree with the majority he's saying right here. For one, they did not stick to the comics. You know what I mean? He already got his his girlfriend in the movie is his arch enemy. He wasn't the most intelligent person in the room. They gave that to his sister, and he was absent for the majority of the movie. They made him be incapacitated for a good majority of the movie while they focus on Killmonger, who is not his cousin in the movie or in the comics. This is not even a family member. He's just another Wakandan, just as smart and just as powerful as him. He just T'Challa has ways of defeating him every time he has them. Did he do a really good job of portraying certain things in the movie? Ryan Coogler, yes. But a lot of that went to the role of Killmonger. That's why everybody liked Killmonger at the end of the movie. So I do agree with him on certain things, and in some things I don't agree with him with. So
cultural iconic film that also translated.
But I do agree with him being a cultural iconic film, though.
So we got a hit. Unfortunately, we all know Chad Boseman passed away. So what does Marvel, aka Disney, choose to do with the film? They decide to do one final movie and turn the character into a woman, claiming they're not going to ever recast Black Panther out of respect for Chad Boseman.
Now I showed you the information that was out there from back before Chadwick died. that they didn't care nothing about that man, because if they did, they would have paid him. They didn't pay him. They didn't pay him his money, and they sold you on a tribute. They sold you on a funeral. They sold you on a baby daddy. They sold you on a death of another black man and another child growing up without a father. They sold you on that. And there's so many people that's anti-recasters that fight and fight and fight against that. Thank you. This is what we got on film. Well, me saying that, I must hate black people too.
Oh, really? You respect Chad Boseman that much, huh? Yeah, that you're going to stop producing a hit franchise that made billions of dollars globally because you got so much respect for Chad Boseman. You know, that's a lot of respect.
Yeah,
You know,
right.
I guess when all these other characters have been recasted all through time, that, you know, that was disrespect to the actor, right? Batman has been recasted dozens of times. Superman has been recasted. I mean, heroes are always recasted, but the black male character, they find some reason why they're not going to make the film any longer. Doesn't make any sense. The only sense I can make of it is that Disney was not planning on Black Panther having the level of cultural effect that it had. I mean, black folks who never even heard of Black Panther was screaming Wakanda. You know, it was simply too inspirational to the black community and putting too much power and focus on the talents of the young black male director, Ryan Coogler. So yeah, we could cut it. You know, just think about it. If Disney chose to recast Black Panther with another black male actor and Ryan Coogler continued to be successful with this franchise, then that will begin to shine a light on him in the midst of all the other failures that they were continually having. And that's too much power for black men to have at Disney or in Hollywood, apparently. I mean, because Ryan Coogler said that he didn't even choose the script of the last Black Panther movie. That wasn't his direction that he wanted to go in with the film. And I know what happened. He was told to do it that way because Disney thought they were going towards a new agenda. Their agenda was to do female-centered films. We can continue to do some white lead roles, but black men, you're out. That's how I'm seeing it. And that's why I think we got to start doing our own thing. Even DC's got more respect for black men right now. I'm seeing a few up and coming things with black characters coming from DC. But, we'll see. But, Disney with Marvel, they haven't been seeing a lot of good success with the choices, they've been making. So it really, hasn't worked out for them. But, what do y'all think about this? Post your comments below. This just ain't a channel. Together, we can push a new era, but we got to take action because this is important. If interested in this material, check out this next video where I dig even deeper with some interesting information. Once again, thank you for tuning in. See you on the next.
All right, this is Black Dominion Publishing. I'm going to go ahead and subscribe here and give this a like. So make sure that you give this a like and a sub over on their channel. But yeah, this went a little longer than I thought, which I don't mind. I ain't got, I'm good. But it's some interesting things that I heard in this video. This is just me. Like I said, my biggest thing was you can see a pattern. And all we're saying is this pattern looks familiar. That's it. Just seeing that the pattern looks familiar. And how long are we going to stand for it? That's it. That's all. And, it's still up to us. The only way you affect change is with the bottom dollar. It's the only way that you affect change. One thing that I disagree with E-Man on is that how you make people change? Either you're super loud, what they did with Sonic and changed his design, eventually the Snyder Cut got released. Or here's an interesting thought: you save your money. You go and reinvest that money. You go and put that money into other projects. You go and take your dollars and go spend it on black products, on black properties, and not spend it on Marvel. Bam. There you go. Now, DC is still under the fire. I mean, we don't know because, we got to wait till June 11th. I'm excited. Trust me, I'm excited about July 11th. I'm excited. Superman, Mr. Terrific, Green Lantern. You know what I'm saying? They did Guy Gardner's haircut. That is hilarious. You know what I mean? I'm interested. But I want to see what they're going to do with Mr. Terrific because there's already people pissed off about Mr. Terrific right now. So I want to see what they do with Mr. Terrific. So that's it. That's it. You know what I mean? We just got to be able to hold these. When we get loud and vocal, we don't need to. I don't care about who thinks I'm racist or you don't like white people and all that crap Cook was talking about, or whatever his name was, whatever he was. I don't really care what you think. I don't. You can say whatever you want. I don't like engaging. So I could be able to counter correct. I don't care. I don't. You know what I mean? So just want to get that out. And yeah, I did see Zeus. I'm going to hopefully I get to holler at Jay here in a minute. You know what I mean? So we could just rap and he could tell me, more about that Zeus thing. Hopefully, you know what I mean, if you know anything. So, yeah, that's what it is. But yeah. All right. Yeah, they're whack. You know what I mean? It's just rap. They just say he got a vital part. For what I hear is he's a big focal point of the movie. He's one of the smartest dudes in DC. So I just want to see what they do with him and see what happens. That's kind of where I'm at and kind of where I want to be at with this.
Yo, the sign is real simple, B. It says wrap it up. Wrap that shit up, B.
All right, I've been on here for almost 2 hours, so I thank you. Like I said, if I don't go to the movies today, I'm gonna be on later on, just to say what's up. I might even bring people up and all of that. But don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up. I'm gonna see if it's false, but I don't know. I'm gonna see what's going on with it. If he hits me up about it, cool. If he doesn't, he doesn't. You know what I'm saying? Only thing I'm doing is asking what's up with the deal. You know what I mean? Like I said, I'm going to give away 10 free tickets. I'm gonna buy 10 tickets in my movie theater. And I'm gonna do a contest on Facebook and Instagram and see who all wants to go to the movie with me and go see that. So just to support the movie. And then I'm also working with Jonathan to get him on the show. So we'll see what happens. But anyway, thank you so very much for tuning in to another episode of The Dre Max Show. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Don't forget to hit that bell notification so you can never, ever, ever miss one of my videos again. Until next time, I'll holler at you guys later. Peace and vibe higher, y'all. Enjoy. If I don't see you later on, enjoy your Christmas. Where's my outro at? I got to get up out of here. I got the Tyrone Magnus haircut under here. Wait a minute. You're telling me the video's over? What? Okay, I guess so. If you have came to this portion of the video, thank you so very much for sticking to the end. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that little bell notification so you never miss one of my videos. And if you really want to, you don't got to, go ahead and follow the social media links that's down below. Until next time, I'll let you guys later. Peace and vibe higher, y'all. Y'all take care of yourself.